Hello! Welcome to my most favorite place in the whole world, my kitchen. My name is Wendy, and I want to introduce to you a wonderful cake that I've been working on. It's called Coconut Maple Cream Cake. Really decadent and wonderful, light, rich coconut cake with a drizzle of maple that goes over the top and then a whipped cream filling with cream cheese. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh, so let's get started. I'm going to tell you exactly how to make this. It's not that hard, so don't be scared. So the first thing you want to do is you want to add a 1/4 cup of the shortening. And then the very next ingredient is going to be your 1 stick of butter. I like a buttery cake. I like the texture of a buttery cake. So go ahead and put that in there. And my butter is at room temperature, so it mixes up a lot faster, really easy. So after that, you want to add 1½ cups of sugar. This is going to give it its wonderful sweetness. And this we'll add in next. And then after this, you want to use 2 eggs that are at room temperature. It fluffs up a lot more nicely when it's room temperature. Okay? So you want to put that in there. Oh, I just love the color yellow. It's pretty. And that's all mixed up. And I've gone ahead and I've already pre-mixed the dry ingredients. These are 2 cups of cake flour, which I really recommend because it's going to give it a nice, wonderful, moist cake. It's going to be just a lighter crumb. And so I did 2 cups of that, and then I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and then 1 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to alternate that with 3/4 cup milk. So go ahead and put half of your amount and start mixing it up. This is so fun. I love being in my kitchen. I want you to have fun with me too. So there you go, and I'm going to do half of the amount of the milk. It's getting creamy. Use regular milk, okay? Don't use low fat or non-fat. It's not going to have the same texture. I'm all about texture and cream. So do that, and then just go ahead and douse in the rest of your flour there. And then we want to do the milk again. That's all she wrote. That's it for that part. Now we've got a nice base. I love all this. Now after we mix that all in, the next ingredient is going to be 1 teaspoon of coconut extract. Now you definitely don't want to overdo coconut extract because it's very sweet. You don't want this tasting like candy. Let the coconut do all that work. It's going to make it already flavorful enough. Just an enhancer, slight enhancer. So go ahead and add that in there. Then you are ready for 3 cups of coconut. So go ahead and put your coconut in there. Oh my gosh, this is the good part. This is when it all starts smelling really good. I don't like to use coconut that you've had in the refrigerator for a while. I like to use it fresh. I like to get it from the store and use it that day. I don't want it cold. It kind of stiffens up, and it's just moisture when it's right from the grocery store. So, oh my goodness, see how yummy that looks? It's just wonderful. Okay, it's almost like pudding, coconut pudding, but don't eat it. All right, now, next thing we want to do is we want to get our pan here. Okay. I've already gone ahead and I filled a couple just to kind of give you an idea how full to do them. I've already sprayed the pan with non-stick spray, okay? And then I kind of douse a little tiny bit of flour in there, cake flour, regular flour, it doesn't really matter. Because you don't want these sticking when you bring them out, because there's a lot of oil and moisture in these, and they're a little different, I should say, than a normal cake. So I've already gone ahead and I've sprayed and I put a little bit of flour in there. So I'm just going to put a little bit in here, just no more than 2/3, okay? No more, because these are going to rise up. And if you let them billow over when they're cooking, they're all going to kind of go over the top and they're going to kind of stick, and then you'll have to cut them apart, and it's not fun. This is supposed to be fun. And if you're messy like me, you'll get a few little splatters here and there, and that cooks up really good too. It's almost like coconut cookies. Oh my gosh. I'm looking forward to that. In fact, I do it on purpose. I really, really love these when they come. And then for some reason, they never burn. They're just crispy, wonderful little delights. So when you're done with that, you're off. And I put this in a dark pan So you know, dark pans cook a lot faster. So you definitely want to put this in a lower temperature oven. So my oven right now is preset to 325 and I cook these for 18 minutes. If you have a lighter pan, you want to cook it at 350, maybe about 25 to 28 minutes. Okay, so in these go. And I've already got some little delights that I made ahead of time. Aren't these yummy? They're so cute. They're like little individual little bites. And they don't make you feel guilty if you just have 1 or 2 or 3 because it's like they're so small. So people say, oh, well, it's not that big. So this is what they should look like. Nice form. Okay, so I'm going to put these back over here. Now while your cakes are cooking, you want to go ahead and you want to make you have a maple drizzle, and then we also have a whipping cream that you want to put on the inside. Okay, so I've kind of already did that ahead of time. Whipping cream is really easy to make. You just get you get 1 cup of whipping cream, and you want to make sure it's in a really cold bowl, and whip it for probably, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes, so it's just a little bit thickened up, and then you want to add ½ cup of sugar, and that's going to sweeten it up. You kind of need that to add a little more flavor to it. And then you want to do 1 tablespoon of vanilla, which I love. You can never have too much vanilla. It is so flavorful. Oh my gosh, when you mix vanilla with the coconut and the maple in this cake, you'll see why I have so much in here. It is so, so good. And then my last ingredient, after you whip this up for about 4 minutes, is the Philadelphia cream cheese. Now you only need to do 4 ounces of this. So I just get the beater in there and I just go ahead and mix it up, and that's that. So when you're done, it's all done in your bowl, put it in your refrigerator. Now you're done with that part, okay? And then the next one is going to be the maple drizzle. This is so good. This is the dressing on the cake. Now with this one, you want to start off with 4 ounces of cream cheese, okay? And after you whip that up really good, you want a nice buttery taste with the maple. So you want to do 1 stick of butter just to make it really, really creamy. And after you've incorporated that, you want to add your confectioner sugar. I like to put a pretty good amount, and because I like the sweetness of that, so you put 2 3/4 cup of that in there. Mix it up real good till you get it nice and thick, and then I love the 1 teaspoon of maple. Oh my gosh, it reminds me so much of my childhood. I grew up with this. My dad had it every single year on his birthday too. Maple frosting on his cake. So good. So you just add 1 teaspoon of that, of the extract in here, and it comes out this wonderful caramely color. It's so tasty. And then after you're done with that, you want to thin it out to consistency of a drizzle because you don't want it too thick. So I add 1/4 cup of milk, whole milk again, not anything else other than whole, and mix it in there until you have a drizzle that kind of looks like that. Oh my gosh, it's good. Okay, so I want to bring over here. I want to do this. I want to have fun. So I have these wonderful cakes. These look yummy. And let me show you how easy this is. I've gone ahead and I've got my whipping cream, and I've put it into a Ziploc bag. You don't have to have a fancy pastry bag or anything. I put it in here, and I've cut about ½ inch off the corner of it, so you just can use that as your piping. And you go ahead and you pipe it down the middle of your little cake here. And then you want it to kind of go over the top because it is that good. My gosh, you almost want to have this in every single bite. It is divine. Oh my goodness. So let's just do that. Sometimes it gets a little stuck here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so don't these look good? Yummy, yummy. Now you want to drizzle some of the maple over the top. Oh my gosh, doesn't this look good? And you know what I like to do? I like to do it over the whole plate. How's that look? Look at how decadent that looks. People will really appreciate the time you put into this. You can put as much or as little as you want. So good. And then I've also added nuts and coconut on the top. I like to do ½ cup of nuts that I put into the oven at 350 for about 11 to 13 minutes. And then after that, I toast the coconut. You can actually do them together for about maybe, like I said, 11 to 13 minutes, and then they're all toasty. Mix it all together, drizzle it. Look at this. You put it all over the top. It's so yummy. And now I get to try it. This is my favorite part. Oh my gosh, here we go. Are you ready? Did you get a good picture of this? It's so good. I'm sorry. It's hard to be ladylike. I love it. I know you're going to love it. It's so delicious. So thank you for joining me, and I'm wishing you something sweet. Bye.